Welcome back everybody to today's video. Today there's something we desperately need to talk about. We're gonna go over the story of a Twitch partner who maliciously bullied other smaller streamers during his streams, and afterwards we will talk about how the people who attempted to expose this man had zero backbone at all and ended up looking almost equally as bad as the person they wanted to expose. Like seriously, this is like the EDP 445 drama all over again, where just everybody involved screwed themselves over for one reason or another. But before we do that, the usual stuff, please drop a like on this video and subscribe, it really helps out a lot, and follow me on Twitter at @realmaterwelon. Alright, so Dead by Daylight, a game I personally don't play but have heard a lot about. The concept of the game is as follows: you play as a bunch of characters trying to repair generators in order to escape the killer, and that killer is often like an iconic horror movie villain like Michael Myers or Leatherface or someone like that. Or you can play as the killer and attempt to basically murder everyone by putting them on these fishing hook things and sacrificing them to some sort of demon overlord or something. It's a wild concept, but don't worry, it doesn't actually matter all that much here. You will be able to understand what the guy we're gonna talk about is doing wrong and how it borders on bullying regardless of your familiarity with the game. But enough time wasted now. The person we need to call out here is Twitch streamer ThisGayBear, who suspiciously decided to sneakily rebrand as Bearbokk with very convenient timing. This guy is an official Twitch partner, not an affiliate, but a partner, so he's basically the real deal, cause trust me, you need to have a very active and loyal community in order to get partnered on Twitch. And this guy, during his live streams, for his hundreds of fans to see, legitimately spends time harassing and bullying smaller streamers for beating him at the game. And by that I don't mean like he gets killed and then afterwards complains about the game being unfair or other people cheating, cause with gaming and streaming culture, I think that's sorta normal for a lot of streamers actually, and I wouldn't mind it at all. But this guy literally, after he thinks he lost the game unfairly, pulls up smaller streamers' private Steam profiles and their Twitch pages and sometimes even other social media to just publicly shit on them in front of his massive audience, well, at least massive compared to them. Therefore, a bunch of hate is going to get sent their way for daring to beat this guy at a video game. This is low-key some of the most pathetic and embarrassing behavior I have ever seen. But why am I even talking about this guy just publicly shaming smaller Twitch streamers for no real reason at all when I could just show it to you?
Please tell me this is a joke. TTV. You're a streamer, apparently. Good luck. Pretty embarrassing, like, but sure. She's being a cunt and she knows she's a cunt, and that's why she's not live, and the last time she streamed was 7 days ago. Oh.
I feel it was complete shit.
She was fucking dog shit. Put me in a YouTube video. It was a really good game, just being camped every hook and then tunneled. Brilliant streamer. You must be very popular. In my eyes, these clips we have just seen are just genuinely harassment of another streamer. And even more embarrassingly, another streamer that is way smaller than you. You are actively punching down for no legitimate reason. I mean, you can't just pull up another person's social media and talk shit about everything they do in front of God knows how many viewers. Cause you have to know that based on the toxic culture you are enabling and promoting yourself, a bunch of your viewers would have gone to the smaller streamer to spread hate had they been live, which luckily in this instant here they were not. I mean, this doesn't only violate Twitch terms of service, but also just common human decency in general. And this isn't just a one-time thing either. This is like legitimately a frequent occurrence in his streams. There's so many more examples I can show you here. Honestly, I love playing Killer, and then seeing people play like this is just like, it's just ruins Killer.
I just hate the way that Killer can let you just phase through everything, like... What do you mean, Luke?
Oh god, she does back and forths against people in the comments as well. Literally, her comments are just filled with her arguing with people telling her she's shit. Wow. Imagine having the time to respond to all these comments of being called a tunneler and camper. That's rough. Jeez. It's just page after page of her commenting back to people. Sad.
By the way, I think I'm going to have to explain something here. When he pulls up these profiles of smaller streamers and he complains about camping and tunneling, camping is pretty self-explanatory, but when he's saying you're a tunneler, what he means by that is the killer is utilizing a strategy that basically involves targeting one person out of the game completely, so you then have to fight a 1 versus 3 instead of a 1 versus 4 as a killer. Now, if these people, for instance, were hacking in his games or verbally abusing him in the in-game chat, then I still wouldn't approve of him publicly shaming them on his massive platform, because as a Twitch partner, you do have a sort of role model function, in my opinion at least, and a lot of smaller streamers in the Twitch economy might look up to you and then copy your behavior, subconsciously or consciously. But if these people really like hacked or they like abused you, then I could at least understand where this guy is coming from, because then they'd be doing stuff that actively ruins the game for him and his viewers. But in reality, every single person he's bullying is literally just utilizing normal strategies in the game. Like, you can play this game and camp and target people. It's not even remotely against the rules, which, by the way, I even watched like the smaller streamer side of the game as well, and most of the time the people he's publicly shaming for apparently targeting him to leech on his oh so great Twitch fame are literally just playing the game normally, but he assumes they're targeting him, which is just like utter arrogance to me. The funniest thing though is this guy's reaction to getting called out by these various smaller streamers.
There's nothing that I said in the video that was like wrong. You acted like a cunt, and so I called you a cunt. If you don't want someone to like treat you back like shit, don't play like shit. But she's just a crybaby that's like tried to start something and realized she's fucking stupid, and she's shat herself when people have now commenting on saying that she's in the wrong. Oh god, she's so dumb.
Like, this shit is just so wild to me, because during the time of this stream, hours and days have gone by since he decided to publicly blast this specific person's socials, and he's still talking about it all this time later. Like, it is one thing to go out of your way to publicly harass smaller streamers on your platform out of rage at the game as like an impulsive decision to just rage at their playstyle, but to then double down days later and claim you did nothing wrong, that is just embarrassing. And then you have the nerve to say that they were the aggressor, which is a great argument, by the way. Yeah, I'm certain that these people who are getting harassed by your community wanted to quote unquote start shit with you. It's not like you sent your fans and followers over there in the first place, and let's be honest, while they were playing, they probably had no idea who you even were. But this dude's shenanigans don't even just stop at his own stream, because here's a screenshot I dug up of him literally going into another smaller streamer's live stream to shit talk another smaller streamer. Like, what's this guy's borderline obsession to just bully small streamers for no real reason? I have never seen anything like this ever on Twitch. Like, usually some small obsessive terminally online person would be the one to constantly belittle a big streamer that they're jealous of, but this is like the polar opposite for some bizarre reason. And I am certain I would have been able to uncover more gems like this one had this guy not hastily deleted and rebranded his Twitter, because like I mentioned at the start, he rebranded to Bearbokk so that it would be harder to discover that he was in fact the same person in these toxic clips. Although actually I did find some more toxicity on this new Bearbokk account, but after doing some research I am convinced that that is just a trolling impersonator and not actually him. But by the way, these aren't even the worst clips. There are literal clips of this guy complaining about smaller streamers killing him by saying if they had let him live he would have given them shoutouts, and that they now have basically destroyed their careers because they killed him in this video game. Also, just a bunch of additional times he publicly shamed small streamers by showcasing their entire social media in front of his audience and blasting them for no reason. So let's go ahead and roll the footage. Wait, hold up, is there actually no footage anymore? Well, you have reached part 2 of this video. If you're not subbed yet, now would be the perfect time. So obviously I did not just randomly stumble upon these clips myself by watching a streamer play a game I have pretty much zero interest in. No, I was made aware of this toxic streamer and saw most of his footage through other YouTubers attempting to call him out, only to utterly ridicule themselves in the progress. I'll show you what I mean by just clicking on their videos. Let's see what they have to offer. Oh, what a surprise. SpooknJukes and ManFaceJay, the two YouTubers responsible for calling out this man, both backpedal like they were in the Olympics and deleted both of their videos. Now here are my issues with them doing this. Firstly, why the hell do these people view themselves as critics and decide to call out toxic behavior of others if they are gonna fold the moment their video gets the slightest bit of backlash? Let me fill you in on a huge secret, which is totally a secret and not completely obvious. If you make a video calling somebody else out, especially someone huge, you are obviously gonna get backlash from that person's community. This happened to me, for instance, time and time again when I made videos on Ethan Klein, Blaze or Death Noodles. It's only natural for fans to jump to their favorite creator's defense. The only way to circumvent this is by either turning the comments off, which to be honest would defeat the entire purpose of a commentary video, or you could defeat this if the creator really did something indefensible, like I don't know, molest a child, but even then you'll have stands defending them. My point being, expect backlash but stand your ground. Why I think it's specifically important to not let this guy bully you into deleting your videos is because I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, I believe in second chances and in the fact that people can change. Because for me, the best case scenario with my video right now is someone watches this video in like 6 months time, they go onto ThisGayBear's Twitch and they see that he changed and grew as a person, that he doesn't do this toxic shit anymore, that he doesn't bully small streamers anymore. That would low-key be the best outcome with this drama and what I would like to achieve. However, how can you even remotely expect this guy to change if you let him and his community bully you into deleting your exposed videos? If he doesn't face any backlash or any repercussions for what he did, he's just gonna keep on doing it, and we all know that Twitch isn't gonna do anything at all about this. This guy is literally called ThisGayBear, and he probably supports all of this politically correct far left kind of stuff that Twitch likes. I mean, not saying like I'm against it, but I'm just saying that's like the norm on Twitch, so no way he's getting a suspension for violating TOS. Like sure, if this was Old Destiny or Dr. Disrespect, who both dare to be straight and white, then they would get suspended immediately or just outright banned, no questions asked. But this guy, not by a long shot. You cannot rely on Twitch for this. And I don't know how on earth these people that attempted to expose him let themselves get embarrassed like this by showing the backbone of a squid. I mean, this SpooknJukes guy literally did his video wearing a police officer's uniform. Yeah, I don't know about you, man, but I'm pretty certain if a police officer tried to arrest me, I couldn't just get him to back out and leave by sending my friends to argue that the police officer is wrong. No, usually these people have what's called a backbone, the thing you are missing. Also, this ManFaceJay guy literally looks like he would be a pyromaniac in the front row of a Rammstein concert, no judgment. But he's letting himself get bullied by this guy? But like, I could understand deleting the video if you're saying like, oh, the hate got too big because people started harassing me in my streams, or I have seen too many people from my own community going to this streamer and harassing them back in return and I don't want that. Like, these would be valid reasons to delete the video, but you should at least archive the evidence of his wrongdoing, because otherwise no one is ever gonna find out. Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering, Materwelon, why don't you just go into his streams and clip it yourself if there's so much wrongdoing? Well, yeah, no shot I'm giving this guy $5 out of my own pocket. But the problem here is you didn't announce you deleted the video, which by the way, you don't have to do, but it would have been a good thing. But you also refused to even publicly mention the drama again, and you deleted all of the evidence of this guy being an abusive bully in his stream. The only reason I even had some clips here is because some people were kind enough to archive some of them on Twitter, but because these two were backpedaling this hard, I think that ManFaceJay and SpooknJukes both have achieved essentially nothing and just made themselves look terrible in the process and let this guy get away basically scot-free. Well, actually, hold that thought. I'm gonna take that back, because there is generally some positive change that resulted from their videos, because the smallest streamers who have been harassed by ThisGayBear have gained a lot of exposure exposure and positive support. I think one person even made like 2k followers, which is generally something great, and I do commend them both for that, because it's not like all these people unfollowed just because they deleted their videos. Obviously, like, some of them became huge fans, and I think that is great because they are the real victims. Like, obviously these small streamers here, they should get something in return for essentially having hate sent their way. And I do wanna give a shout out to all the people I know were victims of this guy's bullying. Specifically here, the streamer, well, I'm sorry, I'm terrible with names. Streamer Gibbs, this person, and the spooky memes. Make sure to check him out, tell them Materwelon sent ya. And yeah, lastly, I just want to touch on this ManFaceJay guy for a bit. Actually, I came to the conclusion that this guy deleted his videos because of the backlash, only due to the fact that there was zero reasoning or any explanation given on his Twitter or his community tab or anywhere else. But this guy didn't just delete his video against ThisGayBear, but also every other video of his until he started uploading again like 4 weeks ago. And I am extremely curious about that, simply due to the fact that everything got wiped off the face of the earth. And I think there's also a good chance that he deleted everything for a reason that might have not even had anything to do with ThisGayBear, and just ended up looking stupid because the other guy happened to delete it around the same time. Because I really can't believe that a guy like this would let himself get bullied like this. But then again, that's just my like personal opinion and speculation on this matter. And even with the other guy, I went through this guy's Twitter in order to like get a thumbnail, and it's just like pictures of him and his kid. And now I kind of feel bad now, you know? Like, not wanting to get backlash isn't anything horrible or immoral. Like, I can understand why he deleted his video, like, honestly. Even though he shouldn't have posted it in the first place if he was gonna delete it, which is probably my main criticism of him and the other guy. But maybe I'm being too harsh on this guy, let me know in the comments. In conclusion, I really do believe in second chances, and I hope this guy, ThisGayBear, is able to change for the better. But for this to be able to happen, we can't just let us get bullied into silence by his community. Thanks for watching.